gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jig, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it. Y'all ready for this?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to.
Welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School. We're happy you can join us for this Lady Wolves varsity basketball game against Gig Harbor. I'm Curtis Keat, a junior here at South, and joining me in the box is another South student, Alyssa Spellman. Alyssa, you've been following this team for a while and you used to play on them. What do you think you can expect for this game?
You're right, Curtis. I have been on this team, and I expect a lot from this team. Of course, Gig Harbor is one of our rivals, but we will come out here with some pride, and we will definitely give them a game that they won't forget.
Well, currently we stand at second place in the Narrows League behind Bellarmine Prep with a record of 7-5, 3-2 in the league, and Gig Harbor is at 6-7. Now let's throw it down for the national anthem and player introductions.
Contest between the Lady Wolves with a record of 7-5, 3-2 in league play, and the Lady Tides with a record of 6-7, 1-4 in league play. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor this great nation and this community with the playing of our national anthem by the South Kitsap High School Band, led by Gary Grams. The South Kitsap Color Guard, commanded by Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class Joshua Wiggins, will present the colors. Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor. Color Guard, march on the colors. At this time, South Kitsap dance team members, sophomore Isabel Donovan and junior Haley Moffitt, will read the Narrows League sportsmanship statement.
We, the participants of the Narrows League, will demonstrate excellence in school spirit and pride.
This will be accomplished through good leadership, integrity, and respect.
By showing commitment, desire to motivate, passion for the game, and fair play, we will strive to be positive role models in our school and communities.
Home or away, win or lose, play hard, play fair, have fun, but remember that this is a game. Go Wolves!
Thanks, ladies. And now, the starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Gig Harbor, the Gig Harbor Lady Tides. A 5'6" freshman, number 2, Emily Shields. 5'6" junior, number 3, KJ Kime. 5'8" sophomore, number 4, Sydney Bertoff. A 5'10" sophomore, number 5, Mackenzie Alton. And a 5'7" freshman, number 13, Izzy Turk. The Lady Tides are coached by head coach Bob Boback, assisted by Cassie Ryan, Denise DeWalt, and Andy Talon. And now, the starting lineup for your South Kitsap Lady Wolves. At guard, 5'5" junior, number 2, Haley Romo. At guard, 5'9" junior, number 4, Mary Beth Bray. At forward, 6' junior, number 21, Brianna Schaefer. At guard, 5'8" senior, number 22, Gabrielle Stewart. At post, 6' junior, number 23, Kaylee Yergo. The Lady Wolves are coached by third-year head coach Mike Hewlett, assisted by Tammy Lester Dame, Tammy Hellwig, Chris Olson, and Jeffrey Riley.
Well, that was quite a display by the dance team, by the bands, and by the color guard. It looks like we got a lot of spirit going into this game right now, and a lot of people out here to support the Wolves, and it's going to be a fun game. Don't you think, Alyssa?
I do, Curtis. Now let's check to see who we're going to be seeing on the court today.
Right. Well, we have 4 juniors, second year. That's Kaylee Yergo, Brianna Schaefer, Mary Beth Bray, and Haley Romo.
And we can't forget our seniors, but Gabrielle Stewart, she's been a 2-year starter for varsity, and she also swung her sophomore year as well.
Gabby Stewart is very fun to watch. She's a very aggressive player.
She is, and she brings it all when she plays.
Now it's time for the toss-up. We've got Kaylee Yergo, 6' junior.
And number 13 for the Tides.
That's Izzy Turk. And South gets the ball.
And let's see what they're going to do with it.
Got Mary Beth Bray coming up. Haley Romo. Already a foul.
Let's see who it's on.
Foul on the Lady Tides, number 2, Emily Shields, her first, and the team's first.
It's already starting off good for South.
That's already the Tides' first foul, and it's not
And
even
the Tides
a minute into
coming
the game.
down. Looks like a traveling.
Foul on the Wolves, number
Nope.
4, Mary Beth Bray, her first, and the team's first.
Here comes South getting onto the one-on-one defense.
Got to just wait for that one pass that we can just pick. I'll tell you, it's a lot harder than it looks out there.
Yeah, basketball is a pretty intense sport. It takes a lot of endurance, takes a lot of speed and coordination. And missed three-point attempt by Gig Harbor. Shot clock runs out. So South will get the ball back.
For just starting out tonight, just a minute into the game, that's pretty good to let the shot clock run out. South is doing pretty good so far.
Just need to get some points on the board. Romo, nice save there.
And there's a jump ball there.
And again, the Wolves right back on the defense. They are not messing around tonight.
No, they aren't.
So what kind of stuff did you do when you were on this team? I understand you were on just last year on this team.
I was, Curtis. I was on the JV team last year. And although we have some plays and we have things to break their offense, but a lot of it is just improvising. And you need to think of stuff right off the top of your head, like, do I need to fake her out, or do I need to put pressure on her, or should I hang back?
A great defensive effort by South as they got the ball back in the territory. And a shot is made by Mary Beth Bray.
That's our first points on the board.
Yes, that is. Wolves up 2-0 thanks to Mary Beth Bray.
Now we're back on defense.
The great defensive efforts has managed to hold Gig Harbor to nothing so far. So it looks like Gig Harbor has a really good balance of age. They actually have freshmen on their varsity team, as well as sophomores, juniors, and looks like only one senior on the team. So both of these teams are fairly young.
Yeah, they are, but they don't mess around when it comes to height.
And quite a lot of potential as well, and the height as well. We got a couple 6-foot girls on our team, as well as 6', 5'10" on their team.
This is true. All right, let's see what South can do with the ball.
You had to deal with some height issues playing against Kaylee a year ago, right?
I did. Not only did I have to play against her in junior high, but coming up to South when we would practice, somehow we would always manage to get paired up together. And you know what? You just got to do what you do.
It looks like this is a pretty young team. It's a pretty young team at South, and they do a lot of things pretty well, but they do have room for improvement. So let's see what Coach Hillette said on the subject.
Well, we've been struggling a little bit from the field, so we're going to have to shoot the ball a little bit better tonight, take care of the ball a little bit better, but defensively, we're really playing quite well. We've been rebounding considerably better this last 3 or 4 games, so we're excited about that, but we need to shoot the ball better tonight to be successful.
And Gig Harbor's just managed to tie the score with 2 free throws, so already we got ourselves a ball game.
Now South just has to come out and just score the next points and just keep staying ahead of the game. We just got to take control of this, and it should be in our favor.
You've played against Gig Harbor a few times, right?
Yeah, I have, Curtis.
What do they typically do from your memory?
Well, they do like to put a lot of pressure on the ball, and they don't mess around.
And from what we've seen so far, it looks like that is still true, as they finally take the lead 4-2.
Now we just got to hope for our Lady Wolves to push through. And she sees the open shot.
Mary Beth gets a rebound quickly. Misses again.
And it's an out-of-bounds call.
Out of bounds on Gabby Stewart. She's just going to get back on defense. Gabby Stewart's a really fast, really aggressive player. And as you said, she's been starting for 2 years and swung her sophomore year, so she's very used to this team and their strategies and their concepts. She's become a real leader now in the past couple of years.
That she has.
She's also quite the personality out there. Quite a funny girl. Wouldn't you agree?
I would. I also am glad to see that there's personalities when it comes to the players on the court, because it's one thing to watch players, but it's also fun to see how they shine through and they make their own impression on the game.
And a nice stuff by Mary Beth Bray.
Yeah, they called it a foul.
So Mackenzie Alton, sophomore, 5'10", and she's already made 2 free throws as well so far.
This was one of my most favorite things about the game, Curtis.
Free throws?
Yeah. We spend so much time in practice shooting these because it is a game changer.
Yes, it can determine the game. Whenever you see a 1-point difference, it's those free throws.
Yep. And it gets you every time.
So we'll see once the game gets further into the quarters, we'll see if those free throws are really starting to get an effect, if they add up. So far, Gig Harbor has 2. South has yet to get the chance to get one, but I'm sure when we do, they'll be pretty good at it.
I'm sure we'll see some coming up soon.
And Gabby Stewart, aggressive on that defense, trying to get the ball back for us.
Sometimes when we're aggressive, the refs don't take it that way. They call it a foul.
Like, South just has to be patient and wait for a rebound opportunity or wait for a player to get distracted and stuff it. See what Kaylee Yergo and Brianna Schaefer can do with their 6-foot frames.
I was always told when practicing and playing and stuff to always play with your head and not with your feet.
Don't want to
be smart with the ball.
Exactly. And aggressive defense all over. Shot clock runs out, so South will get the ball back. Good defensive effort, and it's a 4-2 game. Not too shabby for both teams.
That's 2 times already in the first quarter that South has ran out Gig Harbor's shot clock.
If South can keep that up, then it shouldn't be too high of a scoring game. Gig Harbor has held them.
Gig Harbor ties, of course.
Yeah, they've held them to 2 points so far, and Stewart goes for another shot. And looks like that'll be a foul on South.
And looks like they're bringing in Libby Bergonia, a sophomore who's on varsity this year.
Yeah, we have our one sophomore, Libby, so we'll see what she's capable of. There was tons of sophomores on the team last year. This team's kind of starting to grow up now.
And I'm glad to see that Libby's back on the court after a pretty serious injury early on in the season.
Yeah, what did she injure exactly?
Well, she was going for the layup and she got knocked into the wall and she hit her back, but she ended up with getting a concussion.
Well, it's a good thing it's recovered. Sometimes those can be really serious, running into a brick wall. Gig Harbor just made another lay-in, so they have a 6-2 lead now, and in timeout by the Wolves. So as I understand, we've got quite a lot of big things coming up in the music program. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Well, we just finished with our Magical Feast, and now we are working on not only choir kids, but the theater kids as well. We're working on our musical.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes. But coming up for choir, we're working hard towards solo ensemble. Really want to go to state again this year.
Yes, I would like that as well. And now we're getting back to the court, and South will be Gig Harbor will be going for another free throw. And again, number 5, Mackenzie Alton, she's made a couple already today, so see if she can stack some more points for the Tides. And she makes it, bringing it 7-2. And Wolves right back on offense. Here comes Libby. And a steal from Mackenzie from the Tides. And right back to Libby.
You know, Curtis, the trap that Gig Harbor just played on them, they've done that all the time for us, on us, and it's one of the things that they do best.
Yeah, they seem to be reading our strategies pretty well and responding very quickly. And here comes Libby, the sophomore, running down the court. Out of bounds on South.
But when the strategies are broken, that's when the point guard has to come into play and just make something up and just go with it.
I guess the Tide touched the ball, so South will actually get the ball back. And they steal it right back. Comes number 13, Izzy Turk.
She goes up for the layup, but she doesn't make it.
It looks like an out of bounds.
And it's going to be a Wolves ball.
Seems the Wolves seem to be struggling on offense. They're doing all right on defense, but they need to get some more points on the board. Here comes Libby again. Stuffed by number 13, Izzy Turk. Misses the lane again. And a foul on South.
Like I said, we just got to play smart and use your head.
Looks like Libby is listed as only 5'2". She's fortunately one of our shortest players, but she's also quite fast. So if she can just get away from those tall girls, she can probably make some shots. Here comes, again, Mackenzie. Another point on the board for the Tides.
But Curtis, being short isn't all that bad on the court, because then you can get underneath those big, tall girls.
Right. Mackenzie Alton with 5 free throws today, bringing the team of the Tides 9-2 against the Wolves. You know, the Tides don't have that good of a road record this season. This could be only their second win of the road season.
And that was Libby Bergonia making a nice outside shot.
Libby, we were just talking about her. She managed to overcome the defense, and now we have a bit of a less of a dent in the scores.
Let's see what South can do with their
Kaylee
pressure.
Urigo.
And they come out with the steal.
Haley Romo now with the ball.
Looks like it's passed back out.
Just missed, and looks like it'll be an out of bounds on South. I think South's doing a better job at stepping up the tempo and playing good defense.
Well, whenever you score a shot or score a basket, that really steps up the team, and it gives them more reason to play harder.
And looks like another foul on South. This time we have looks like Olivia Lott. She's on the JV roster. She must be up here today for the varsity. She makes a free throw.
Must be a swing player, Curtis.
Must be, and she brings the score 10-4, and another attempt coming. Haley Odell, senior, coming in to give someone a break.
Let's see what she can do for us.
And the Tides, another free throw. They're just nailing these free throws today. Here comes Haley Romo. Gig Harbor playing really aggressive D, not giving South an inch tonight.
No, they aren't. And that can be frustrating down on the court side, but you just got to play through it. You can't let it get to you.
I'm sure Coach Gillette will be making some halftime adjustments.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's going to be a tight game tonight.
It's going to be a good one to watch as well.
And here comes Libby, quick on her feet. Lana Lund misses one. And back to Libby.
She saves, but Tide ball.
But looks like it'll be out of bounds on the Tides.
So
Ball
back
just
to South.
bouncing all over the place today. So looking ahead to next week, next Friday, we have the men's basketball streamed live against CK. That should be a packed and crowded game, and also will be streamed like this game.
Not only are the Tides one of our rivals, but CK is one of our top rivals as well.
Yes, unfortunately, many students at South don't take too kindly to CK, but they are a very good team, very tough to beat, so it should be entertaining.
But we always got to remember that sportsmanship.
We seem to be doing a pretty good job on the court. Here comes Kaylee Urigo. She gets 2 opportunities now, and she makes one of them. Trying to bring some momentum back to the Wolves.
And the Tides recovered the ball.
Fortunately, she didn't make her second attempt, but any points that we can get right now will be good for the Wolves. And here come the Tides again on offense.
And that tight defensive pressure on South.
Running all over the place, constantly trying to get open, which is smart against some of our tall girls like Kaylee. And
they saw that one second of passing time, and they made it in there. And it takes them to the line again, Curtis.
Again with Mackenzie Alton. She's had 5 successes today out of her 6 attempts.
And the team's 10 sends Mackenzie Alton to the line for 2.
And she makes it again. Six for 7 now on her free throws as she gets another attempt. And she brings the Tides to a 13-5 lead. These free throws are already starting to add up for South.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter.
Gig Harbor, impressive in the first quarter. South's not getting much done on offense, and Gig Harbor is getting all the fouls and all the free throws they can.
They're just trying to rack those points up.
And here's our South Kitsap dance team and our pep band getting us back into it. Coach Ouellette's going to talk to the team, and
As Oulette coaches them and tries to point out some things that they can fix. You know, those quarter huddles, they're really important.
Ouellette's been doing this for a long time, and he really knows what he's doing. I believe he had a state championship in 1999. He's a pretty seasoned coach, and he's got a good group of girls to work with. A young group of girls, but a good group of girls nevertheless.
And he's got some great assistant coaches to back him up. So,
One thing I noticed from announcing last year is that they seem to do a pretty good job of swinging players in to keep the lineup fresh. South doesn't seem to get tired, and I'm sure you can tell me from your experience that you guys have long practices, morning practices. You get fit.
we do. They get tiring, but at the end of the day, we have to remember that we're always doing it to prepare for the games.
The team who wants more will train harder. We'll see who has more left in the tank later on in the game. Here comes
It looks
Haley
like
Odell.
they came out to play.
Haley Odell makes one, and we got a closer score now. Comes Gig Harbor. Gig Harbor trying to set up some screens.
We're trying to hold them off from cutting inside.
Good pivoting by Mackenzie. Almost makes another one.
And the
Kaylee
shot clock
Urgo.
was reset.
South holds them and gets the ball back.
It's full court pressure right now. Let's hope that the Wolves can break this.
Got Haley Romo now. Good
You
pass
always
to
got to
Libby.
think one step ahead of the team.
And I think Libby's shot was tipped. Again, that short frame taken into account.
And the not giving up got it for us. We kept the ball.
Here comes Libby again. Haley Romo.
And the key of offense is just to stay calm and just wait for something to open up.
Absolutely.
You can't rush anything.
I think that's probably what Coach Ouellette was talking to him about. He's trying to make sure that they stay focused and calm. Don't worry about the score right now because you'd be surprised what can change.
Yep, calm and slow it down and just relax and take
Libby.
the shots that you know.
Libby almost made that one, but Tide's coming back again. And Kaylee Urgo gets the rebound. Almost loses it, but recovers. Good recovery. Here comes Haley Romo. Nice screen. Oh! And Libby gets knocked down by Mackenzie Alton.
We're just hearing a lot about that Mackenzie girl today.
She seems to be a pretty big factor.
A reoccurring player.
And a sophomore. Quite a lot of potential for her.
Quite a lot of potential for the team in the upcoming years that they still have with her too.
Honestly, both of these teams, like next year, there's going to be a pretty big senior class for this varsity team.
And then it's going to be another rebuilding year for Ouellette as the seniors are graduating.
Haley Romo with the lane, and we got ourselves a 9-13 game now. I don't think Gig Harbor hasn't scored since the first quarter, so it's been a couple minutes. South's been good on their adjustments on defense.
And the longer time that you can hold off a team from scoring just adds more stress to them.
And gives us more opportunities to score points.
Exactly.
Kaylee Yurgo playing close-up defense.
And a shooting foul with 1 second to remain in the shot clock.
Guess a lucky break for the Gig Harbor Tides. Looks like number 0, Andy Gilbert, one of the team captains, is going to come up and shoot a free throw. And she misses, but she'll get another opportunity. And this time connects. First point since the first quarter, and now Gig Harbor leads 14-9. Haley Odell to Libby, and Libby holds on to it. Misses, and Gig Harbor storming back down. Misses the lane, and Kaylee Yurgo with a nice recovery. Here comes Haley Romo. Juking attempt, but I think she's going to get called for traveling on that. Oh, no. We'll get the ball back.
It was a foul on the Tides.
I was wrong.
That's all right.
Feel free to correct me when I'm wrong, Alyssa. Usually it's the women that are right. Am I right?
Well, I think you are correct on that one. Haley's first time at the line tonight.
Doesn't connect this time. She gets another shot. From what I remember last season, she seemed to be pretty spot on with her free throws. And from what you said, you know, they do a lot of focus into it. And this time she connects. And we have a 4-point game. Mary Beth, one of the second-year starters and juniors.
Nice defense by Libby Borgonia, keeping her out of the key.
You know, our record seems to be a lot better than it was last season. Last season we started strong and then lost a lot in a row, but this season we're second place in the division. Looks like we could make it to postseason this year.
Well, I sure hope so. It's about time.
We've got Bellarmine. Bellarmine's undefeated in the division and 9-3 overall. They're always tough to beat.
They're a very hard team to beat. But as long as we keep our focus, I think we should have a good competition.
You never know what can happen. The Rams can beat the Seahawks.
Or Seahawks could win. And now the Tides are up 16-10.
Everyone seems to be making a big deal about the playoffs, but there seems to also be a lot of college basketball going on. And another shot by South Kitsap, bringing it back to a 4-point game.
Let's see what South does for defense right now.
Right now got a lot of fresh players in. Missed shot and a rebound.
And they're trapping.
Here comes Mary Beth Bray, fresh off the bench. And looks like she's going to get fouled again.
Offensive foul. Now those are tricky to get, but if you're playing too aggressive and not enough sportsmanship, then they tend to happen.
That's unfortunate for Mary Beth, but you can just hear Coach Gillette on the sidelines. Just keep it cool. There's nothing you can do. Everything they do is in the past, and they just need to focus every second.
Stay one step ahead of the game.
Playing some good defense. And
nice
rebound by Haley Odell.
Odell.
Shannon Lapola in for South, one of the juniors. She was on JV last year. One of your teammates, correct?
Correct. I had a great time playing with them. I actually had a great time playing with the entire team, too.
It seems that the coaches here are very respectful, and they make sure that everyone else remains respectful.
And that's Haley Odell with 2 points.
And now it's a 2-point game. In this quarter, Gig Harbor's only scored 2 points, and South's been really catching up now. Their first quarter adjustment seems to be paying off.
They got some substitutions going. And Haley Romo's back in it for us.
Another timeout, and we've got about 3 minutes left in this half. Looks like we get a trumpet solo going, and the band is getting us pepped up.
It's always great when we have the band here.
You gotta love them playing Sir Mix-a-Lot.
They add a lot of noise and a lot of pep to the games.
You know, the band comes to almost everything they can. They're at pretty much every football game, any basketball game they can. They love to bring the school spirit because there's so much lack of spirit sometimes in this school.
And there's the buzzer, and here comes the players again.
So here comes Gig Harbor.
Some
Haley
full
Romo.
court pressure by Haley Romo.
Haley Romo is just one of the fastest and most slickest basketball players I've seen at South.
She's a great athlete altogether.
And a lane by number 1, Tessa Wage, sophomore, 5'2". And here comes Haley Romo.
Some good ball handling by Haley Romo as well.
Shannon Lapola.
As we pass it back out to start things up again. If something doesn't work, you just got to restart and just got a fresh start on it.
South doing some great pivoting and great moving around. Gig Harbor's playing some pretty tight D, so they're trying to get some holes. And looks like that's the shot clock. I think that's
The
the
ball
first.
also went over the backboard, so it's out of bounds ball. And Tide's ball.
That's the first time that South's failed to make it on the shot clock. And here comes Gig Harbor again. Gig Harbor running down fast.
Defense was always one of my favorite things to do on the court. Offense would be fun, you know, we have the ball, but defense, I just like pressuring the ball and showing them that they can't just walk all over us.
Nothing like get a rebound like Lizzie just did. Here comes Lizzie, defender right on her back.
I think you meant to say Libby, right?
Libby, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Anyway, Shannon Lapola. Looks like it'll be out of bounds on her, unfortunately. Just lost her footing. And Mackenzie with a lay-in. Mackenzie Allen, she's been all over the scoreboard today in free throws and in lay-ins. And a lot of quick offensive passes and just got away from them a little bit.
I think we just need to slow down and just wait for the pass to come.
That's what it seems like. It seems Gig Harbor plays a really good fast game, and we play a slow game. And so we just need to learn to not go down to their level and play our game.
Exactly.
And Haley Odell gets the rebound. Misses Shannon Lapola. We got some good burst of energy from South and chemistry between the players, and we got some good momentum going for us.
But we don't want too much chemistry because that results in fouling.
Right you are. Gig Harbor with lots of quick passes. And looks like there'll be a foul on South.
At least the basket doesn't count, though.
Yeah. Nothing like the and one. And ones are huge opportunities, but here comes Tessa Wage again for the second time on the line. And looks like she'll get 2 opportunities. Next one, but again, her teammates getting her right back into it. Just got to brush it off.
And it's coming close to halftime, Curtis.
Yeah, it looks like Gig Harbor could possibly going into the locker room with quite a lot of momentum. Misses again and get the ball right back. And they make a lay-in. South getting right back on it. Shannon Lapola. Nice catch there.
Let's see if South can score right before halftime.
We get the foul at least. That gives us a chance to put points on the board. It sounds like we don't get it. Really, it seems Gig Harbor's just been the aggressor so far.
Nice steal by Libby Borgonia.
Go for the Hail Mary.
And as Haley Romo received the pass.
Haley kind of saved that there. It probably would have gone out of bounds, but here's Shannon Lapola. Gets it back. And Gig Harbor steals. About 12 seconds left. And Shannon Lapola, wide open. Makes the lay-in.
Right before halftime, too.
Well, looks like that's going to be end of the first half. For tonight's halftime, we're going to show you some of the video work done by the members of the advanced video class. But the very first story is pretty special. It was produced in 1999, and it featured our baseball team and Hall of Fame coach Elton Goodwin.
You may be aware that just this fall, Coach Goodwin passed away. And this spring, the South baseball team will dedicate their season to him. Let's take a look back, and we'll be back shortly with the second half.
Here at South Kitsap, baseball has always been a winning tradition. The Wolves' regular season record was 18-2, and they placed 5th in state. Elton Goodwin, head coach for the Wolves for the past 24 years, achieved his 400th victory this season.
It was another milestone in my coaching career, high school coaching career. I don't think too many high school coaches in the state of Washington get to 400. I've been coaching 24 years as head coach here, so it felt very good, and also even better with this group of kids because they're such a neat group of kids.
This year's baseball team has been one of the most talented teams in years.
Well, we broke about, half the records that we could break, and not a lot of teams have done that, so I'd say we're doing pretty good.
Well, we've had a pretty good season so far. I mean, we've had some great pitching performances, and anytime we come with the bats, then we usually come out on top.
Baseball is mostly a mental sport, so the players must prepare themselves before a game.
Well, if it's a home game, then we all get to hit, and I usually just hit off the tee for a while. I don't like to do a lot of the other stuff, but I'll just hit off the tee. I'll take some soft toss, not too much. I just kind of want to get my swing loosened up, and then usually I just go hit.
We do a little bit of hitting into the screen, do some short toss, some hitting off the tee, and things like that. But if it's an away game, then we just pretty much prepare ourselves mentally on the bus.
South Kitsap has won multiple league titles and state championships due to their hard work and experienced coaching staff.
Absolutely hard work. My coaches, Don Smith, Jim Fairweather, Ron Ness, we're out here all the time working very, very hard. It's just absolutely, I can't tell you, all it is hard work. And just that's why we win every year. We know how to coach the kids. We get them out here. We're disciplined, and they know they're in a disciplined program. And so we're working our hearts out every time we get out here.
For Riley Callahan, it's his senior year, meaning his last year playing basketball here at SK. But for his dad, Coach Callahan, it means his last year being able to coach his own son.
Very proud of Riley, not only on the basketball court, but in the classroom and in all phases, not just basketball.
With being the coach's son, there's always a lot of pressure.
Yes, there is pressure. I haven't felt it the last 2 years, though, but sophomore year I definitely felt it because people would be like, oh, you're the coach's kid, so you're on varsity, of course. So I had to prove myself a lot out there.
Even though Riley will no longer be coached by his dad next year, the memories they made over the years will never fade.
One of the funnest things was when Riley and Kelsey when they were kids growing up, they were the ball boy and ball girl. And so I have really great memories of those guys in the Tacoma Dome under the basket sweeping the floor at our games.
Going to state with my dad.
Because of their close bond, it is going to be tough for the both of them after this season ends.
It's been a great experience. I hope Riley would say that too. It's already his senior year, and he's done a really good job. When this season ends, yeah, it's going to be pretty sad for me. He's my best friend in the world, and so I'm just trying to enjoy every second of this year. I'm really going to miss him when he's gone.
At home, it's kind of like fun time, like joke around like two teenagers, but then on the court, most of the time, it's a little more serious, more than like fun. I definitely will miss my dad, but I plan on having a future with him in basketball.
Thanksgiving is almost here. While most families are getting ready, there are many families here in the South Kitsap district that will be struggling to have a Thanksgiving dinner. Luckily, there's the SK Helpline who can help those families in need. Just down the road from the high school is where the helpline is located. We asked Jennifer Hardison, the executive director of SK Helpline, what this time of the year is like.
This time of the year is absolutely crazy. Last November and December alone, we served almost 14,000 individuals.
Those who aren't familiar with Helpline might misunderstand the great need there is for the families that go there for help.
I think there's sometimes people can be real judgmental about the type of people that use our services. And there are a lot of people that are working that just can't make ends meet at the end of the month.
The Helpline accepts donations year-round. You can donate everything from non-perishable food items to toiletries. Last year alone, Helpline gave out 1,277,000 pounds of food.
Anything is appreciated. If you are grocery shopping and something's on sale, pick up an extra can.
Food isn't everything they do. You can always help by buying a wreath or a poinsettia flower from them for the holidays.
If everybody does a little bit, that really goes a long way. It makes a big difference.
This is the time of year to be thankful for what you have, but also the time for giving. So make sure you do your part and help out.
OMG, he's so cute.
Hey, what's up? Talking to this really cute guy that added me on Facebook. So wait, you actually don't know him?
No, but he's like really cute and sweet. And he wants to hang out today.
Wait, did you see them? Probably not. Make it easier for drivers to spot you in the morning by wearing something bright. Like this. Makes you look brighter. So come on, get your clothes on.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We're just about to begin the second half. I'm Curtis Keat, and joining me in the booth is Alyssa Spellman. And it was a pretty aggressive first half, and pretty close, honestly. Gig Harbor leads 22-16, and it looks like it'll be Gig Harbor ball to start with.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to bring this half, because they did get time to talk during halftime down in the locker room, so I'm really excited to see what the coaches have brainstormed for them.
And already back to that aggressive offense and defense combination. These teams have, I think, really even offenses and defenses. It makes it pretty difficult.
And it's stayed a pretty close game so far, so.
South really rallied at the second quarter. And the shot clock runs out, and South gets the rebound. Shannon Lapola had a big lay-in to end the second half, or the first half, and there we go, Brianna Schaefer, missed shot.
Looks like it's going to be tied ball now.
Again, both of these teams are really young, and they are pretty good at the moment, and they have so much growing room. There's Mackenzie Alton. She's had a lot of scores
And a
today.
steal by Mary Beth.
Mary Beth Ray. And
She gets her own rebound.
Haley Romo with another miss, and
Looks like it's going to be Wolves ball. Now, Haley's really good about finding the passes, and she has an arm, too, from softball or fast pitch.
What I've noticed about Haley as well is she does not hog the ball. She's always looking for people to pass to because, like you said, she's great at that. And here we go. South getting right back into defense. Haley Romo right in the face of the offender. Gabby Stewart, she's another aggressive player, and she
saw the pick, and she took it.
Great job by there. And Mary Beth Ray and Haley Romo. Good team effort, getting the ball back, and Gabby Stewart makes a lay-in. Now we are down to a 4-point game once again.
It keeps going back to that 4 points.
Gig Harbor's maintained a lead since they first got it in the early first quarter. And another lay-in by Gig Harbor. South right back on it. They haven't been fouls so far, so it's really starting to flow now. The time's ticking by. Romo and a miss, and Gabby Stewart gets the rebound.
Shot clock is reset.
Haley Romo again. And Mary Beth Ray takes a shot. And Gig Harbor gets the rebound. Number 3, KJ Kelm. Again, South in everyone's faces. And this shot and comes.
But the clock did not reset. No rim or backboard was hit by the ball.
Right you are, and South again all over that ball, and somehow Gig Harbor makes it. There's a high bounce ball, and it just swished right in there. Haley Odell made a couple points in the first and second quarter. See what she can do right now. And some quick passes. Haley Odell's got it.
I think Hewlett really talked to him about opening up the passing lanes and
Bray
opening
makes a
everything
three.
up.
I thought that was on the line, but she made it. She got a 3-point, and now it's a 3-point game. Smallest deficit so far. These teams aren't slowing down. They look like they got tons left in the tank. As you know from experience, South trains very hard, and I'm sure does Gig Harbor.
Oh, yeah.
And Gig Harbor just made another lane, so it's 26-21.
And the thing about all of our players is all the ones that are on the court right now, they have a full shooting range. They can all shoot threes and layups. And
one thing that's really helps Gig Harbor out today is their free throws. Mackenzie Alton made 7, and a couple of the other players made a few, and that's really why they have the lead right now, is because of their free throws. So South needs to get some more opportunities on free throws. And just keep on holding. And Kaylee Yurgo with a nice steal back to Bray.
As you can see, they really are spreading out their offense.
Yurgo with a lay-in over 2 players. And we have a 3-point game once again.
I do believe Roma tipped that ball too.
It's been a huge team effort in this game.
It has been.
And back to Bray again. Bray very good with her dribbling and her running, and
I think you meant to say ball handling, Curtis.
ball handling. You could say that. And Bray again with a missed shot. Rebound by Yurgo, and
finally we get the call, sending Haley Odell to the line to shoot 2.
all right. Haley Odell could make this a 1-point game. Free throws again, very important. Not quite there, but just brush it off.
Now we got some substitutions for Gig Harbor. Guess we wore them out, Curtis. I guess South wore the Tides out.
And Gabby Stewart with a rebound makes up for the 2 missed free throws, and now it's a 1-point game. And looks like we have a timeout called. South really bringing their momentum back, and it's a 1-point game.
That was a really big motivator right there, especially coming from a player's point of view, being down and coming up and then getting the foul called finally, getting to go to the line, and then even though we missed the 2 free throws, we still were able to put the ball back up and score.
Yep, South is really adapted to Gig Harbor's playing style and soon could possibly be taking a lead.
You could have amazing basketball players, but it takes a real player to know how to read the other team and to adjust.
Gig Harbor went into the locker room with the lead. South went in thinking we have to change, we have to improve. And that's exactly what they are doing right now.
And you can see that they're really motivating each other and they're keeping each other pepped up, and they really want to play as a team. Because you can see some teams out there that they just really play as individuals, but South is really coming together this year.
Yep. This team has gotten lots of time to know each other, lots of time to develop. And very aggressive. And looks like we got the rebound by Mary Beth Bray.
And let's see what they decide to do with it.
And missed on a shot. We haven't seen a whole lot of points from Mary Beth Bray, but she's been very good with the rebounds and with the passing. Defense is everything right now, and right now South is keeping Gig Harbor contained.
That's what we need, is a good defense and a strong one at that. And I feel like South can really pull through.
Yurgo right in the face of the shot. It's kind of hard to shoot over someone who's way taller than you, so.
I would know from personal experience.
Right. And Mackenzie, she's been all over the scoreboard today. Mackenzie Alton, Gig Harbor.
Looks like Gig Harbor's trying to slow things down as well.
Gig Harbor realizing that they can't be fast and then.
Fast isn't always the key.
Haley Broma with a shot. And Gig Harbor takes it right back. And an impressive lay-in by Gig Harbor.
She just took the entire court and she went out and made her own layup.
takes a lot of skill and concentration. She just didn't worry about the defense at all and just went for it.
Yep, she didn't let it get to her head.
Haley Odell, good attempt, and Gig Harbor once again bringing it back.
Taking a shot from the outside.
And
that was Haley Romo going after that jump ball.
And once again, going to get fouled, and Gig Harbor will get to pass it off. And nice juke by Gig Harbor.
I'd have to say that was a nice shot.
They're now up 30-25 with about 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And in high school, these quarters really fly by as Kaylee Yurgo makes another 2.
I still think South has it in them, and they're right in it, and they can pull this out.
Gabby Stewart right in the face of Mackenzie Alton. And looks like once again South will be fouled.
That's 2 in a row for Haley Romo.
Luckily, they aren't resulting in free throws because Mackenzie Alton is very dangerous with her free throws. 7 for 8 today. Still a 3-point game. About 25 seconds in the third quarter.
I think we'll really see some action coming out in the fourth quarter because that's going to make or break the game.
And Gig Harbor gets stuffed, but went out of bounds, unfortunately, on South because of that. But South is playing outstanding defense now. Both teams are. It's a low-scoring game, 30-27.
They aren't giving up, that's for sure.
And a recovery by Haley Odell and goes out of bounds. But, no, Gig Harbor touched it, so.
Wolves ball.
Comes Mary Beth Bray.
Pressuring down the court.
Going for a 3, doesn't make it, and that will end the third quarter. So Gig Harbor is up only 30-27, but South has yet to take a lead in this game.
Some people may say that this is a low-scoring game, but I think that it's a really close game considering how much pressure both teams have been putting on each other. And it is hard to play with pressure, but you just got to come out and keep your head into the game.
And these are divisional opponents. They know each other very well, and I'm sure they've been studying tapes and really preparing well for this. So divisional games are always very difficult games, very close games.
And sometimes the players even know who they're playing against, like they've been playing rec ball or just other kind of sports outside of basketball, and so it's kind of fun to watch them play each other on the court.
We got one more quarter left of action here, and so far some key players for South has been Gabby Stewart on defense and Kaylee Yurgo with her lay-ins, and key players for the Tides definitely have been Mackenzie Alton, 7 free throws, a few lay-ins, and as well as Tessa Wage and Andy Gilbert, the team captain. One last quarter left, and it will be South's ball. Again, Haley Romo going to throw it off. She's become a real leader of this team. Second-year starter. Up to Kaylee Yurgo.
Hey, Mary Beth Bray just taking control, trying to set something up.
And that's really what she does. She's been doing this all game. We'll see if she can get some points on the board. Haley Romo. Impressive pivoting work.
4 seconds left on the shot clock.
And a shot is missed, but
we got the rebound.
It'll reset as well. Haley Odell with a shot. Gabby Stewart right in the face of Gig Harbor, but Gig Harbor will get the ball back.
Gig Harbor taking it down. Yet again, South is keeping them on the outside of the three-point line.
A lot of pressure on these teams now with 1 quarter left. It's a close matchup, and so neither teams can afford to let their guard down.
Exactly. And that shot clock is running out.
Gig Harbor will get it back off of the rebound. Haley tries to steal it. And looks like South will be fouled once again. And another free throw opportunity for Gig Harbor.
I think they're just going to be taking out of bounds.
Oh, it looked like they were lining up. Again, corrected. I'm not.
And a rebound. And they called that an offensive foul on Haley Romo. Sometimes the refs don't see what's really happening, but just got to roll with it.
Yeah, Haley Romo's an aggressive player, so she's bound to get called a little bit. The refs are just trying to make sure that everyone remains safe. And a stuff by Kayla Yergo, and she gets the steal.
But they called us for a double dribble. We just got to stay calm and stay relaxed and, just breathe at this point.
It might be a little difficult with the crowd yelling, but just got to forget about all that. Forget about everything that's happened. And I think South seems to be doing a pretty good job.
And that was an outside shot from Gig Harbor.
Three-pointer, so now it's a 6-point game, but still plenty of time left, 6 minutes. South just needs to keep playing good D, and looks like Gig Harbor's going to get penalized.
Looks like they're talking with the ref to figure out what really they called her for.
Haley Romo once again will be passing it off. Always the go-to girl for pass-offs.
You always want to have one strong girl.
Haley Odell with the lay-in.
You always want to have that one strong girl to take it out so you know that can get it back into bounds.
And I'm sure the coaches have it planned out. You're going to do this, you're going to do this. They all have their own jobs, and that's what's making them successful.
And it's out of bounds again, and it's Tide's ball.
4-point game once again. Wolves have yet to take lead since their opening drive. And a stop by Gabby Stewart, and she gets the steal.
That's a game changer right there.
Gabby Stewart always have her eyes on the ball. And a
foul on the same girl.
Yes. Once again, Haley Romo here to pass it on. Now South just needs to take advantage of these opportunities, advantage of these fouls. Because that's what put Gig Harbor in the lead. Mary Beth back to Stewart. And a lay-in by Stewart. We have a 2-point game now.
Gabby really knows how to take the ball to the basket, even with the defenders all over her.
She's taking the risk because she wants this. This whole team wants it. And we'll see as time winds down that teams will be going all out. It looked like a travel on Gig Harbor. And now, Mary Beth is driving down once again. Mary Beth wide open.
Giving it to Haley.
Haley Odell makes it.
The
and
inside
we have
shot.
a tie ball game, 33-33. Haley Odell with 2 lay-ins in a row, which is bringing this to a tie game. First time since the first quarter that this game has been tied. Attempt by Gig Harbor. And again, South right in the faces of the ball carrier. Gig Harbor doesn't know who to pass to. And Stewart playing some aggressive defense. And Mary
we come
Beth
up with
gets
the steal.
Mary Beth back to Stewart. This team coordinated defense just might bring them the lead. We've yet to see Mary Beth score any points. Haley Odell again with the lay-in. And the first time since the first quarter, South has taken the lead 35-33 with 4 minutes left.
That'll really change the game up too, because the Tides have been taking it and been holding that lead the entire game, but now the Wolves have turned it around, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it.
The Wolves are pumped right now. Coach Yolette is making sure that they stay calm and focus on the mission. Gig Harbor trying to get their lead back. Frustration boiling out of the coach.
Taking the lead is great, but keeping it is the key.
South has made quite a comeback this game.
With only 4 minutes to go, and it seems like not a lot of time, but when you're out on that court, it's a long time. And it just seems like everything is happening at once, and just also quickly too.
And how about this dance team keeping the crowd pumped up? And looks like South's about...
He meant to say cheer.
Sorry.
All right, the team's taking the court again. Coming from being a player, I get really into the games, but I know that, can't really do much as a bystander just watching, but you always can hope.
You can only hope. Exactly. Right now, Gig Harbor is hoping to take the lead back with less than 4 minutes left. And again, South not lighting up one bit, playing that aggressive defense. Haley Romo with a nice block, but that'll go back to Gig Harbor. South is just so focused. And
the ball was tipped in the shot, but no foul was called. It was a clean tip.
South keeps stuffing it. They're not letting Gig Harbor score right now. And again,
another block.
Mary Beth Bray.
I think the stress and the pressure is getting to the Tides.
Coach is talking to them, trying to get them back into this. And South is just so fired up.
They're looking for that outside shot.
And the shot clock expires.
And if I saw correctly, that was the ref showing up on the three-point line, so that will give the Tides 3 shots at the free throw line.
And there's one.
She has 2 more shots still.
Chance to take the lead back for the Tides. And this crowd is getting loud. Tie game once again, 35-35.
Can't let that get us down, though. We got to just keep pressuring the ball and keep our heads in the game.
Izzy Turk with one more opportunity. And the Tides have taken back the lead. 3.5 minutes left, and it's a 36-35 game. Comes Mary Beth.
Trying to open up that offense.
Haley Odell bounces off the side. Oh! Gig Harbor player.
An accidental foul, but the refs still call it.
It's unfortunate, but
those things do happen.
Haley Romo's just been super aggressive. It's helped her with points, but it's also killed the team with penalties. It's unfortunate.
As you can see, that's Haley Romo's 5th foul, so that means she's done for the game. But she has been a very big asset to this team.
And looks like Libby just came in, and she was doing pretty well when she came in. We have plenty of good backups. And Mackenzie Alton, looks like she'll be passing the ball back off to Gig Harbor. 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and we have a 1-point game. South trying not to let their guard down. Gig Harbor passing around the ball as much as possible. I'm sure once we get to less than 2 minutes, they'll be trying to run as much time as they can.
And a steal by
Stewart.
Gabby.
Gabby Stewart's been all over with that, and Libby gets...
And she's going to go to the line with 2 shots.
Chance to bring the lead back once again to South.
I don't know about you, but I always get nervous for the players at this point. So much they can do with so little time.
I don't get nervous, but I imagine the players get nervous. These free throws are chances to bring the lead back. They add up and they can be the deciding factor. And Libby makes it.
They'll tie up the game.
With one more shot left, this sophomore could bring the lead back to South. The crowd goes silent. Still a tie ball game. Gig Harbor driving back down. Kenzie Alton, she's been all over the scoreboard today. Again, 7 free throws and a few lay-ins.
Gig Harbor's really going for those outside shots.
Gabby Stewart, quick on her feet. And it's going to be out of bounds on South.
Tide's ball.
South just needs to keep holding them. They got 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
The Tides are really looking for that outside shot, especially for that 3-pointer, so they can rack up those points.
Yeah, they definitely have capable players to make those 3-pointers. We've seen that a couple times today. And
it's going to be a jump ball.
Mary Beth just fighting for that ball.
And she won it for the possession. So now it's Wolves' ball.
Here comes Gabby Stewart.
She's got some pressure, but I know that she can break through it. Libby with the outside shot.
And nice rebound by Mary Beth. Back to Haley Odell. And she makes it! Bringing the lead back to South, 38-36.
Now we just got to keep this momentum up.
We got about 1.5 minutes left. Plenty of time for the Tides, plenty of time for the Wolves. Missed shot by Mackenzie Alton. Aggressive D by South, and
it's going to be a travel.
Great break for South. This is something that South really needed. South with the lead.
Now it looks like the coach for the Tides is going to take a timeout. He needs to talk to his players and rethink the plays that he had planned.
Important scenario right now. 1:20 and you're down. I'm sure they want to get the lead back.
I'm sure they do, but as a South representative, I really hope they don't.
But still, it's been a great game for both teams.
It's been a really close game the entire time as well.
South with a chance to maintain their second place spot in the Narrows League. Last year they didn't make postseason. This year, hopes are much better.
I think they've really changed this year, and they've come together more as a team.
They've matured. That's a big thing. South Kitsap cheer, not dance.
All right, now the players are back on. Let's see what they're going to do.
I've noticed that South hasn't subbed much lately, but they all seem to be pretty fresh. 1:19, as Steve just said, the announcer. Here comes Gabby Stewart. Gabby Stewart with a defender right on her.
And that's going to be a foul on the Tides.
Gabby knew that was coming. She just played with it.
It's going to be an out of bounds. South taking it out.
Gives South more time to run time off of this clock. A little over the head of Kaylee Urigo.
Didn't know that was possible.
Yeah. One minute 13 in the fourth quarter.
They're back out of bounds.
These high school games go by pretty fast. We only have 8-minute quarters. But South is making the most of it. And
they're really spread out here, trying to open up the offense.
Mary Beth attempted the screen for Gabby Stewart, but it backfired a little bit, and Gig Harbor gets the ball back. Going for a three-pointer. Misses.
But they got their own rebound.
And commotion all over the place. 45 seconds. Gig Harbor shooting for it.
And there's going to be a foul called.
The ball was stuffed, and it was a foul on the Wolves.
That's Haley for a foul.
And again, here comes team captain Annie Gilbert. She's made a couple free throws and gets the chance to bring the Gig Harbor Tides back in this. She makes one. It's a 1-point game now. And she'll get one last shot. We could be looking at overtime here. And it's a missed ball, and you can tell
And
the South fans are happy.
Another foul called.
Lucky break for the Tides.
Not so lucky for the Wolves, though.
Here comes number 4, Sydney Berthoff. She's another sophomore. And a chance to bring the lead back for the Tides now with 39 seconds.
It's a tied game now.
Tie game. 1 shot left.
There's still enough time for South to score another basket, though.
Absolutely. And a missed shot, and it remains a tie game.
And that's going to be an out of bounds by the Wolves.
Out of bounds by Kaylee Yeargo.
It's Tide's ball.
And
And
they're gonna call a
looks
timeout.
it looks like there's going to be a timeout called.
38-38 with 38 seconds. How about that? And the band's going to play Sir Mix-a-Lot to get us pumped up. Band not giving up hope on South.
These games, the close ones, are really fun to watch, but as a player, they're really nerve-wracking because you always want to be the one to pull ahead and take the lead, but sometimes that doesn't always happen.
Well, South is really hoping that that will happen in their home court. South has had an outstanding record at home, and Gig Harbor has not had a good record on the road. South's really hoping to keep the momentum up. A couple more wins and a couple Bellman losses, and they could be the head of the division.
All we have to do is stop them from scoring, and we have to score. Doesn't seem too hard, right?
We'll see how hard it is. Gig Harbor overshooting the pass.
Libby attempted for the steal.
Kaylee Yeargo with the steal. And South's driving back down. Gabby Stewart.
So it's either going to be a tie and ending in an overtime.
And Gabby gets the foul. 20 seconds left on the clock.
So now we have 2 free shots to pull ahead.
Big stakes now for Gabby Stewart. If she can make these, this could ensure South's victory.
This is when you really have to focus and just not let anything get to you and just shoot your shot.
And like you said, teammates pumping Gabby up. She still has 1 left. She can still take the lead. But the most important thing is after this to hold Gig Harbor.
Exactly.
And that's what is going to have to happen. They're going to want to bring this to overtime, and
another timeout is called.
it's been the longest minute you'll ever see.
that's how some basketball games end up being quite a long time. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a long time with 8-minute quarters, but with all the fouls called and timeouts, it really adds up.
We noticed the first quarter seemed to drag on. The second and third seemed to go a lot faster. And now this fourth quarter, with all the lead changes and with all the fouls and the timeouts, it's been a long one.
It
Technically
has.
16 seconds. Probably going to be more like 2.5 minutes, but we'll see how it plays out.
Well, let's just hope for the best.
South bringing it in, setting them out. And this is it. 16 seconds. Gig Harbor ball.
All we have to do is stop them from scoring, and we go into overtime.
South is positioning them. Libby is coming up to defend. South drew back most of their players, so they couldn't make a run down. And Mary Beth with the steal to Gabby Stewart.
And there's a foul call with 2.4 seconds left.
Chance to end it all. Gabby Stewart.
It's going 1-1. If she makes this shot, she gets one more.
Gabby Stewart makes it! 2.5 seconds left on the clock, and the Wolves have taken the lead.
So now that she's made that one, she gets one more. So let's hope for the best and see if we can pull ahead by 2.
But even then, we're probably going to see a Hail Mary from Gig Harbor because they're going to want to get the lead back as fast as possible with 2.5 seconds, 2.4 seconds. What do you think you'll see once they get the ball back?
Well, I think that if we miss this shot, that Gig Harbor is just going to get the quick rebound and just throw it.
You really think so? You don't think they'll try to rush down a little bit?
Well, with 2.4 seconds left, it's kind of hard to rush that. But I guess it can be done, but I really think that they're just going to throw it.
You think they're going to have a player maybe pulled back closer to the hoop?
They could, yeah, so they could have a quick pass and try and get closer to the basket to shoot it.
Well, we'll see how these next 3 seconds play out, but Gabby Stewart has one more free throw, and she's already taken the lead for the Wolves. 39-38. 2.4 seconds left. And she makes it.
2-point lead.
Is on the move.
And there's the long pass. Looks like something happened with the clock.
Clock ran off a little bit. They're saying it should be 2.2 seconds or something. I don't know. They should just be glad that they have another chance to rally up.
2.3 seconds left.
2.3 seconds.
We just have to hold them off.
And a Hail Mary. And it's missed.
And it looks like we just won.
South Kitsap, with a huge comeback, managed to pull it off, a 2-point victory over their league rivals. So we'd like to thank you for joining us for this game at South Kitsap High School as the Lady Wolves beat the Gig Harbor Tides by a score of 40-38. We'd like to let you know that our next live sports program is January 24th, when we'll bring you the boys basketball team against Central Kitsap.
So long and good evening from South Kitsap High School.
I've been Curtis Keat alongside Alyssa Spellman. Have a great night, everybody.